Yeah, as you were saying, you definitely upgraded to fit this time around. I'm
Yeah, I did.
proud.
Had to throw something on, bro. You
I'm
know.
proud. This is episode 90 of the Rhythm and Rhymes podcast. I'm your host, AJ. I'm here with my co-host Antonio. And I feel like it's a light week. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple of things to talk about, but something you wrote on here that I forgot even happened because of how it ended. This Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn. See, I'm getting all the TD, got all them West Coast niggas mixed up. What I can say is that Joey Badass has the greatest producer for rap battles that I've ever heard. It's like, this is the beat that I'm talking to you on. And I was here for it, you know what I'm saying? And for him to double back on the back to back, that's Kendrick's move, in my opinion. He's stapled that to be his move. Look at my shirt. Look at me, y'all. But yeah, the back to back, which he actually stole from Drake when you think about it. Drake did the back to back. Kendrick stole the back to back. And now we got another back to back. What I will say, like to kick off the summertime, I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be listening to too many raps this summer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be outside where they moving waistline. But this was a nice little moment for my backpacker bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys. It's hot out here, y'all. It is 95 degrees in Florida, and I've been dying. That's why I said these denim shorts gotta go. They look like they always fire, like they look good, but it's just hot, bro. It's just so hot.
It's still like mid 60s out here, which is really like a 50 in Illinois, and I'm not liking it. But on the side of the beef, while I'm getting my phone back on, I really enjoyed what I heard too. I don't know if AJ read off that stat from the beef, but from the entire beef, there was 93 diss tracks, which is insane to me. Joey was packing everybody up left and right. There wasn't really much competition. I felt like Ray Vaughn was definitely rapping. I felt like Reason was rapping well. I even felt like Daylight had maybe one or two tracks that were pretty good. But I felt like Joey, when he came in with that song with Loaded Lux, like it was kind of over and done from there. Like he was kind of just taking the napkin out of his shirt, ate his full meal, shit's over. But there was a lot of good songs that came out of it. I feel like I hadn't heard of certain people before that came out. I had obviously heard that J3 hit a dude, but he dropped a diss track, and then there was things like Kai Cash dropping diss tracks. Like there were so many different diss tracks. It was hard to keep up. But
I'm not gonna lie. After here's my thing. You just when Joey disses the whole West Coast, they all feel like, oh, he dissing us. But some of these dudes, he wasn't dissing you. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't when he was thinking of the West Coast and the crop of rappers where he was like, yo, I got something to say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of you were not on this list. And so I would say like up to 80 of these tracks we probably didn't need. You know what I'm saying? It did also start to feel a lot like WWE to me. Like the whole bring in Loaded Lux to do the daylight thing while he did the Ray
yeah.
Vaughn thing, it was this feels fabricated, especially because Joey Badass said that they recorded the freestyle in March and he dropped it so quickly after the freestyle, which this I don't know. If this was a fabricated rap beef, I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it.
Yeah, I definitely think it could have been fabricated on both sides. I think there could be some validity to on Crash Dummy when Joey Badass was kind of talking about, oh, Top told me he had an artist named Ray Vaughn. He wanted to blow him up and all this. I can see some validity to him actually seeing Top being like, yo, we should get some. I could see some real validity to that. I think niggas do that stuff. But yeah, and then I think there was something else I wanted to say about that. Oh, I was sitting here the whole time. Everybody's, oh, when's Kendrick gonna tap in? When is this nigga gonna tap in? Like some of the people from New York, like niggas was talking about Dave East and all this random shit. And the only person I was sitting here like, I actually felt it might be a good matchup
Who
for
wait, who said, yo, go get Dave East? We need Dave East. Who said
Reason directly dissed Dave East. He directly dissed
oh
Banks. Like
yeah,
he directly dissed a couple people. So Reason was one of
he
the people who
did.
was going at niggas and stuff like that. But like I was looking for either Isaiah Rashad or Boogie to step in. And obviously he was talking about some other stuff that he was dealing with, nothing to do with rap. But I
Man.
still felt like one person that people don't talk about enough from the West Coast, and we've talked about it before, is Isaiah Rashad. And Isaiah Rashad is really like alien-like to me. Now, I don't know if he was gonna outbar Joey, but I do feel like he could have held his own just like a Rayvon held his own and Reason held his own.
I don't like rap beef spiraling from other rap beef, in my opinion. Joey Badass came out here. He made this statement. He did his little control thing. Ray Vaughn stepped up with Chess, and it was 1-on-1. I don't need like Daylight cool, like everybody else cool. But then it's just this doesn't even feel real because you got fake dissed on a diss. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got a little like that. I don't want Joey Badass and whoever the young gentleman is that he referred to as ass cheek. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that back and forth now. So I don't know. I like my rap beef in small doses. Pause. If that's a pause. This was great though. And he announced an album and he did a rollout cover. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I don't know. Is it fly to do magazine covers still?
No, because nobody buys magazines like that.
Yeah, I don't understand.
A magazine is in a freaking doctor's office, but I still feel like if they have some level of online presence, like a double XL, or even I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it has as much of an effect though, because people aren't like sitting there looking for those blog websites.
Bro, what is a magazine? What is it? Let's cut to the chase. What is a magazine? I've never owned a magazine. We're at that era now. We could just start lying about old artifacts and stuff. Like, bro, you never had a VCR. That's how we're gonna look at the magazine in a bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. You're definitely right about that.
I had one piece of actual music I wanted to talk about this week. And I get into the bad habit of talking about Burna Boy's release, however he does his releases until the album comes out, and then I shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say too much, but I thought this song was really bad. You know what I'm saying? The beat definitely gave Brazilian funk-esque. It was called Ta 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 with Travis Scott. Did not like it, not one bit. I didn't make it through the whole song.
I thought it was Buns too. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it and I turned it directly off, and I turned to the new Boldy James record, so I wasn't trying to hear that shit.
You listen to Boldy James? How was that?
It was a cool little EP. It was more interesting than the Burna Boy song to me, so that's definitely why I said that. The only thing I really listened to this weekend was that, and then I listened to a little bit of the Rob 49, but even that I was boring. Like it was just like really repetitive at the beginning. I did feel like he had a couple songs on there that were like they got pretty like introspective, more towards a No Cap or like somebody like that. I did fuck with that, but I do feel like I don't know
what the hell.
Yeah, exactly. What
the hell? What the hell? I love this album because anything could go. What the hell? What the hell, Project? What are we talking about? Something else interesting I saw: Plaque Max signed with Capitol Records. I think that's cool.
Ew.
I think that stuff is cool. What?
I don't like Plaque Max. I don't know what it is.
I don't like his music either. I like that song Pink Dreads. You know the one with DDG?
Oh yeah.
I like that. I like that shit. That shit is hard. But the fact that streamers are now signing, like content creators are signing to labels, I feel like we've seen a version of this all the time, but for a streamer, because DDG is signed to Sony, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that's cool. I didn't like the Plaque Max project. I listened to it. But you got that one. If you got a song I like, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pink Dreads is hard.
They letting Kai stream at the AMAs too. Like they giving them a lot of FaceTime, bro.
Who?
Just the streamers, yeah. Kai, obviously, anytime Kai is doing something, like he doing that whole streaming university thing right now, like he's pulling so many eyes. I could see them just continuously throwing money at this nigga.
He's the Mr. Beast. He's the Mr. Beast of streaming now. The most interesting part of this is that like people don't even realize the magnitude of sponsorship deals he got for this event, right? The Android phone. Everybody got an Android phone in there to stream with. You know, that's a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? It was also a T-Mobile sponsor. They had State Farm in there. All the gear they're wearing is Nike. He has a Nike deal. I'm just like, bruh, they gave this man the big bag. The big bag. And it's just hectic. I had to mute it on Twitter because I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening?
Yeah, no, he's getting to it. I can't even. Kai's one of the go to the shit at the moment. Like he's getting to it. It's insane.
Okay. Last thing I briefly wanted to talk about. Live Nation Mafia back at it, right? Some key stats from these articles that I read. By mid-May 2025, Live Nation has sold over 100 million tickets, already surpassing 2019 when they had a total of $98 million. 98 million tickets, excuse me. Their venue strategy, they're continuing to build out new venues. They're building out a 50,000 seat stadium in Toronto. They put a 15,000 capacity arena in Cali, Colombia. They're expanding globally. But this conflicts with the article that you brought up. The share of mid-level artists touring 10 shows per year dropped 19% in 2022 to just 12% in 2024. Superstar tours declined from 44% to 36% in the same period. High-profile tours like Jennifer Lopez, the Black Eyed Keys, I was about to say the Black Eyed Peas, Lauryn Hill, and the Fugees, which I don't even think she should really be on this list
Nope.
because you know why. And Coachella has slower ticket sales than usual. UK pressures, there are lots of grassroots venues post Brexit limiting tours, and there's also cost of living constraints. We're in a recession, they're just not saying it. What did you think of this? I'll tell you what I thought after because I had a couple interesting thoughts, but this didn't seem surprising.
I think one of my theories when it comes to this, and this is just from me trying to buy tickets, is that a big portion of this is just people buying them for resale to mark up the price. Like whenever I go and look for concert tickets now, like even when I'm sitting there, I forget who I was looking at recently. It wasn't Russ. It was somebody different, but
Young
them
Nudie.
tickets them tickets was ridiculous, bro. Like I cannot believe it, and I could believe it because tickets be ridiculous now. But it's getting to the point where it's unaffordable for like obviously the common person, and it depends on who you're going to see, what you're going to see. But I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me. I would love to see what artists are still selling the most. Obviously, we saw Kendrick just sold out, and Beyonce just sold out, and there's other people who have been on tour recently that are those bigger artists. But I'd love to see even what the mid-level and low-level artists are doing because you see people like La Russell who have come up with different stuff. I even saw I am so blanking on which band this was. It was a white band, but they were doing this special what La Russell was doing with the pay what you want to
That was a
pay.
residency
Culture.
in
Yeah.
Chicago on the water.
No, it was they was like doing shows to where people could go in their Instagram bio and book them out to come like to their house or to come to a specific event. And it was kind of like a almost like a direct to consumer type of thing. But that's just one of the examples of other ways that artists are selling tickets and other ways that artists are doing shows. So I'd love to see how other stuff goes.
Yeah. Starting with the tickets though, the ticket like the show ticket market reminds me so much of sneaker reselling. You know what I'm saying? And that's what killed sneaker reselling. There was a couple people out here flipping, making bread, holding and stuff like that. But what really killed the game was when people was coming in, bro, I got 100 bands. Let's get started. After that, imagine, bro, that's what I was like, think about the 19-year-old AJ, Roosevelt University, locking himself in a computer lab, trying to get one pair of Yeezys. And it's a nigga out here with 100 bands, like, yo, let's go. That's who I'm standing outside with. You know what I'm saying? It killed sneaker reselling. I don't think the sneaker game has been the same since. And I could see parallels here. That's why alternative platforms started popping up because Live Nation is able to gouge tickets like this. Like I use Dice a lot. Like over in the UK, they use Dice a lot. Like a lot of the events I went to, I use Dice for, and they don't allow reselling tickets in the same way. So I think there's already alternatives that people are starting to use,
Yeah.
but at a certain point, it's going to cap out. People are gonna stop going on tour like they have. Like it's already happening. I think a couple weeks ago I mentioned that Big Sean was opening for Russ. I thought that was so weird.
Mhm.
I never thought I'd see the day where like I thought Big Sean was bigger than Russ. And for a while he was, but he doesn't have enough fans to do the tour by himself in that way. He just put an album out a while ago.
And
That
it
was so
didn't do
crazy
well.
to me. It didn't do well. That's so crazy. I saw that bill, and I think of that "Note to Self" song that Russ put out. Like that's
Mhm.
his crop of that's his era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The Wale's, the Joey Badass, the Big Sean, like that era. And for him now to be having those guys as his opener, it was kind of like mind boggling to me. But I agree. I think the ticket structure that you just described with the band is similar to the Don't Tell comedy shows that I've been to. I think I told you
Yeah,
about.
I
I
heard
think I
about
mentioned them on here a couple of times. But yeah, alternative booking styles. I think like the analogy for me would just be the house party is coming back.
that.
The
Yeah.
house party is coming back. We have to figure out ways to bring that house party back.
Yeah, no, you're right. There's definitely gonna be new, like you said, that we keep talking about that third space for people. That's really what it is, creating a good third space for a wide range of people. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have to come up with alternative ways of going out on the weekend. Because, like I've said, I'm tired of seeing the same faces out. I'm tired of seeing the same faces out. I'm getting to the age now where I'm disliking drinking more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
No,
getting there. So I'm just like, bro, I'm like an idiot when I'm drunk. That's what I feel like. I'm an idiot when I'm drunk. So I'm definitely decreasing the amount I do it.
I feel like I'm kind of the same way. I have some tendencies to say stupid stuff.
What songs you got for the people this week, man? Let's not hold them any longer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. My two songs this week, I have Damn Baby RMC Mike. I still love RMC Mike out of Detroit. Like he's been killing stuff. But my other song is actually this song, Dope Boy Phone with Quavo and Takeoff. And the reason I picked it is because I kind of want you to go listen to it and tell me how much of it you think sounds AI generated. Because I think a lot of it sounds like, what'd you say?
I said it's called Dope Boy what? Oh, Dope Boy Phone?
Yeah, Dope Boy Phone. It's Quavo's one of his newest songs, but it really does sound like Takeoff maybe did some of it. But then when I heard some of the mama, I was like, that sounds a little computerish.
You
I
think
was
so?
like, yes.
Okay.
I was like, this sounds a little
Okay.
computerish. Like some of the mama.
Nah, that's
Like, yeah,
sick.
no. Yeah,
That's
but
sick. All right. I'll
those are
check it
my
out.
two songs. Those are my two songs for the week, guys. Check them out.
I think this AI stuff is getting crazy, bro.
It is.
Now, the music AI stuff to me, it'll never hit the same. Like, I feel like if you think it is potentially AI, it probably is. I probably trust your ear enough for that. I'm not excited. I wish we could get rid of it, but it's here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 songs I got for y'all. Pink Dreads, DDG, Black Boy Max. Yeah, I will say DDG is everybody's homeboy in high school that wanted to rap, and he got one. He just got one. I'm just like, bro, I don't want, like you said, I don't want to like the streamer rapper thing, but that song is hot. That song is hot.
But
So,
no, I'm not gonna lie. DDG is one of the only people that came out of like the streamer YouTube era that he could actually kind of go.
yo, he remind me of like perfect example. He got Kijana Caldwell confidence, bro. It's you don't. It's like, it makes no sense why it's there. It's like your track record does not back up the confidence, but he got it though. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's annoying. It's
Yeah.
annoying. It's annoying. But shout out to what I'm saying, Pink Dreads, DDG. Also another song, Brazilian funk song I found the other day, Faz de Chicote by Liu, Italo Senna, and DJ P Beats. That song is hard.
Okay. Yeah. Gotta check those out.
Yeah, next week we will. Oh my God, tongue twister. Next week we will be talking about Garage, UK Garage. I got a mix coming out this Friday, UK Garage. I ain't gonna lie, it sounded kind of hard. Like it's one of those mixes where, and you'll start to see certain types of music. It don't feel right DJing it in your crib alone. Like this music needs to like this. I feel like I want to dance, bro. Like I'm just in the apartment, just you know what I'm saying. I want to go dance. We'll talk about that, and we'll get into pirate radio because after reading about pirate radio, I think that's what we're doing. I think we are modern day pirate radio.
I was about to ask what is pirate radio, but you guys will find out on the next episode of the
That's a cliffhanger. That's a cliffhanger. That's production. That's production. Yeah. We'll see y'all next week.